Modern life moves very fast. People chase more money, more success, more things. But something strange happens. The more we add to our lives, the more tired we feel. Our homes become full. Our schedules become crowded. Our minds become noisy. But what if the secret to happiness is not more? What if the secret is less? Today, you will discover the philosophy of a simple life. Chapter 1, The Busy Life Trap. Look at the world around you. Everything moves very fast. People wake up early. They check their phones immediately. Messages appear. Emails arrive. News updates fill the screen. Before the day even begins, the mind already feels busy. Modern life rewards speed. People are praised for doing many things. Working longer hours. Answering messages quickly. Completing many tasks in one day. Being busy has become a symbol of success. But something important is often forgotten. The human mind was not designed for constant speed. For most of history, life moved slowly. People worked with their hands. They walked long distances. They spent time talking with family and neighbors. Their days had rhythm. Work, rest, conversation, silence. Today, that rhythm is broken. Now every moment is filled with stimulation. Phones vibrate. Screens glow. Notifications interrupt attention again and again. Even moments of rest become noisy. People scroll through videos while eating. They check messages while walking. They watch screens before sleeping. The mind rarely receives true silence. At first, this lifestyle feels exciting. Everything feels active. Everything feels important. But over time, the brain begins to feel tired. Not the tired feeling after hard work. A different kind of tired. Mental tiredness. A feeling of constant pressure. Many people describe it the same way. They say, "My mind never stops. I feel busy all the time. I cannot relax. Even during free time, the mind keeps racing." This is the busy life trap. It looks like success from the outside. Full schedules, many responsibilities, many possessions. But inside, something feels wrong. People have more technology than ever before. Yet they feel more stressed than ever. They have more convenience. Yet they feel less peace. This happens because modern life constantly pushes us toward more. More work. More information. More goals. More possessions. But the mind has limits. When life becomes too crowded, the mind becomes overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means feeling buried under too many demands. Imagine carrying a backpack. At first, it feels light. Then someone adds another object, and another, and another. Soon the backpack becomes heavy. Walking becomes difficult. This is exactly what happens in modern life. We keep adding more responsibilities, more objects, more noise, until our mental backpack becomes too heavy. This is why many people feel lost today. They are moving quickly, but they are not moving peacefully. They are busy, but they are not fulfilled. And this is where the philosophy of a simple life begins. It begins with one powerful question. What happens if we stop adding more and start removing what we do not truly need? Chapter 2, when more becomes a burden. At first, having more feels exciting. A new phone, a bigger house, more clothes, more devices, more opportunities. These things promise a better life. They promise comfort and success. But slowly, something unexpected happens. More begins to feel heavy. Every object we own asks for attention. Clothes must be washed. Rooms must be cleaned. Devices must be updated. Bills must be paid. Little by little, our time disappears. Many people do not notice this change. They only feel the pressure. Their homes are full. Their calendars are full. Their minds are full. When life becomes crowded, peace becomes difficult. A crowded space creates a crowded mind. Imagine walking into a room filled with objects. Books everywhere. Clothes on chairs. Boxes on the floor. Your eyes move from one thing to another. Your brain tries to process everything. This takes energy. Mental energy. Now imagine another room. One desk. One chair. Soft light. Open space. Your mind relaxes immediately. The difference is simple. Space creates calm. Crowding creates stress. But the hidden cost of more is not only physical. It is also emotional. When people chase more success, they often lose balance. They work longer hours. They sacrifice rest. They sacrifice time with family. They sacrifice quiet moments alone. Life becomes a long list of responsibilities. Days become tasks to complete, instead of moments to experience. Another hidden cost appears. Comparison. Modern life shows us constant images of other people's lives. Bigger homes. Better vacations. More achievements. Social media makes everything visible, and the mind begins to compare. Comparison creates dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction means feeling that something is missing, even when life is already comfortable. This feeling pushes people to chase even more. More money, more recognition, more possessions. But the chase never truly ends, because the mind always sees someone with more. This cycle creates quiet exhaustion. People feel tired but cannot explain why. They feel restless even when nothing is wrong. Their life is full, but their mind is not satisfied. This is a hidden cost of a life built on more. More responsibility. More pressure, more noise, but very little peace. And slowly, people begin to realize something important. Maybe happiness does not come from adding more things. Maybe happiness comes from removing what is unnecessary. Maybe the secret is not expansion. Maybe the secret is simplicity. And that realization opens the door to a new way of living. Chapter 3, Why Less Often Creates More. After years of chasing more, Many people discover a surprising truth. More does not always improve life. Sometimes, more creates confusion, more choices, more objects, more responsibilities. All of these compete for attention. When attention is divided, clarity disappears. And without clarity, it becomes difficult to enjoy life. This is the moment when a powerful idea appears. Less can create more. Less noise can create more peace. Less distraction can create more focus. Less clutter can create more space for thinking. This idea is simple, but it changes everything. Think about a quiet morning. No phone notifications. No rushing. No pressure. Just a calm moment. In that moment, your mind feels different. Thoughts move slowly. You notice small details. The sound of the wind. The warmth of sunlight. The taste of your morning drink. Nothing special has been added, yet the experience feels richer. This happens because attention becomes deeper. When life is simple, the mind can focus fully. Instead of touching many things lightly, it connects deeply. Deep attention creates meaning. A conversation becomes more interesting. A walk becomes more relaxing. Work becomes more productive. Creativity becomes easier. Many successful thinkers understand this principle. They protect their attention carefully. They choose fewer goals. They reduce unnecessary distractions. They keep their schedules simple. Because they know something important. Energy grows when it is not constantly divided. Imagine sunlight passing through a window. The light spreads everywhere. But if that light passes through a magnifying glass, something different happens. The light becomes focused. It becomes powerful. It can even create fire. Human attention works in the same way. Scattered attention is weak. Focused attention is powerful. And simplicity helps focus grow. A simple life removes what is unnecessary. It protects what is valuable. Time, attention, energy. These are the real treasures of life. Not objects, not endless activity, but the ability to fully experience the moment in front of you. When people understand this truth, their priorities begin to change. They stop asking one question: how can I get more? And they begin asking a different question: what truly matters? Chapter 4. Designing a simpler environment. Change does not begin with motivation. It begins with environment. Your surroundings shape your behavior every day. If your space is noisy, your mind becomes noisy. If your space is crowded, your mind feels crowded. Many people try to change their habits. They promise to focus more. They promise to feel calmer. But they forget something important. The brain reacts to what it sees. Every object sends a small signal to the mind. A pile of papers says, "You have work to do." A phone on the desk says, "Check me." A television in the room says, "Watch something." These signals may seem small, but together they create constant pressure. This is why environment design is powerful. When you remove unnecessary signals, the brain relaxes. It no longer feels pulled in many directions. Start with a simple observation. Look at the room where you spend most of your time. Your desk, your bedroom, your living space. Ask a simple question. Does this space create calm or distraction? If the space feels heavy, begin with small changes. Remove objects you do not use. Clear your desk. Create open space around you. You do not need an empty house. You only need intentional space. Every object should have a purpose. Every area should support a clear activity. A desk for focused work. A chair for reading. A table for meals and conversation. When spaces have clear purposes, the mind understands how to behave. Work becomes easier. Rest becomes deeper. Focus becomes natural. Another important change is digital space. Phones and screens bring endless information. Messages, videos, news, notifications. If they're always visible, they constantly demand attention. One simple rule can help. Create moments of digital distance. Keep the phone away from your desk. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Allow your mind periods of quiet. At first, this may feel uncomfortable. Many people are used to constant stimulation, but after a few days, something surprising happens. Silence begins to feel peaceful. The brain starts to slow down. Thoughts become clearer. And slowly, the environment begins to work for you, not against you, because a simple environment creates a powerful effect. It protects your attention. And attention is a foundation of a meaningful life. Chapter 5, The Mindset of Enough. Many people believe happiness comes from having more success, more recognition, more possessions. This belief is very common, but it creates a dangerous habit. The habit of never feeling satisfied. When the mind always wants more, peace becomes impossible. Even after achieving a goal, the mind quickly moves to the next one. This is why many successful people still feel restless. Their lives look impressive, but inside, they feel constant pressure. The problem is not ambition. Ambition can be healthy. The real problem is the belief that happiness exists somewhere in the future, after the next achievement, after the next purchase, after the next improvement. This belief keeps the mind running endlessly. The philosophy of a simple life offers a different mindset. The mindset of enough. Enough does not mean giving up growth. It means understanding when something already serves its purpose. A home that protects and comforts you is enough. Food that nourishes your body is enough. Work that supports your life is enough. When people accept enough, a quiet freedom appears. They stop chasing unnecessary goals. They stop comparing their lives with others. Comparison loses its power. Because satisfaction no longer depends on external approval. It depends on internal clarity. People with the mindset of enough live differently. They focus on quality instead of quantity. Fewer possessions, but better ones. Fewer activities, but meaningful ones. Fewer goals, but deeper commitment. This shift creates calm energy. Instead of rushing through life, they move with intention. Instead of collecting experiences, they appreciate them fully. Gratitude becomes natural, and gratitude changes everything. It turns ordinary moments into valuable experiences. A quiet morning feels peaceful. A meal with family feels meaningful. A walk outside feels refreshing. Nothing extraordinary needs to happen, because the mind is no longer searching for something else. It is present. It is attentive. And it recognizes something many people forget. A meaningful life does not require endless accumulation. Sometimes, the most powerful words are very simple. This is enough. Chapter 6, The 5-Minute Simplicity Practice. Big life changes often begin with small actions. Many people believe they must transform everything at once. They try to clean their entire home, change all their habits, rebuild their entire schedule. But this approach usually fails. The mind becomes overwhelmed. Motivation disappears. And life returns to old patterns. A simple life grows differently. It grows slowly. It grows through small daily choices. One of the most powerful methods is the 5-minute simplicity practice. This practice is very easy, but its long-term impact is powerful. Each day, choose one small action that reduces noise in your life. It should take only 5 minutes, not more. You can remove one unnecessary object from your space. You can organize one small drawer. You can sit quietly without your phone. You can take a slow walk and observe your surroundings. These actions seem very small, but they train the mind in a new direction. They teach the brain to slow down. They teach the brain to appreciate simplicity. Over time, these small moments begin to change how you think. Your attention becomes stronger. Your environment becomes calmer. Your schedule becomes clearer. Another powerful version of this practice is the 5-minute pause. Once each day, stop everything. Turn off your screen. Sit quietly. Breathe slowly. Do nothing. This moment of stillness allows your mind to reset. It reminds the brain that constant activity is not necessary. At first, silence may feel uncomfortable. Many people are not used to quiet moments. But after a few days, something changes. Silence begins to feel peaceful. The mind begins to settle. Thoughts become more organized, and decisions become easier. Simple practices create powerful habits. 5 minutes today becomes 10 minutes tomorrow. Small improvements become lasting transformation. And slowly, a different lifestyle begins to appear. A life that is not rushed. A life that is not crowded. A life with space to think, space to breathe, and space to truly experience each day. Chapter 7, The Simple Life Reset System. Understanding simplicity is helpful, but real change requires a clear system. A system turns ideas into daily action. Without a system, inspiration fades quickly. Life returns to old habits. The Simple Life Reset System is designed to be practical. It uses small steps, but each step creates a powerful effect. Step 1. Clear one space. Do not start with your entire home. Choose one small area. A drawer, a desk, a shelf. Remove everything that has no clear purpose. Keep only what you truly use. This small space becomes a symbol of clarity. Step 2. Protect quiet time. Choose one period each day without digital noise. 15 minutes is enough. No phone, no messages, no videos. Use this time to think, read, or simply sit quietly. This protects your mental energy. Step 3. Choose fewer priorities. Many people try to achieve too many goals. This divides attention. Instead, choose 3 meaningful priorities. Focus your energy on these areas. Everything else becomes secondary. Step 4. Practice daily gratitude. At the end of each day, write 3 simple things you appreciate. They do not need to be big events. A peaceful moment, a good conversation, a beautiful sunset. Gratitude trains the mind to notice what is already valuable. Step 5. Repeat every week. Simplicity is not a one-time event. It is a continuous process. Each week, remove something unnecessary. Each week, protect your quiet time. Each week, return to what truly matters. Over time, this system creates a powerful transformation. Your environment becomes lighter. Your schedule becomes clearer. Your mind becomes calmer. And life begins to feel intentional again. Not rushed, not crowded, but guided by purpose. Chapter 8. The Quiet Legacy of a Simple Life. At the end of life, people rarely remember how busy they were. They do not remember every email. They do not remember every purchase. They do not remember every small task. What they remember are moments. A conversation that felt meaningful. A quiet morning with someone they love. A peaceful walk under the open sky. These moments are simple, but they are powerful. The problem is that modern life often hides these moments. Noise fills every space. Schedules become crowded. Attention moves too quickly. And beautiful moments pass unnoticed. A simple life protects these moments. It creates space for them. When life slows down, attention becomes deeper. When attention becomes deeper, experiences become richer. You begin to notice small things again. The warmth of sunlight, the sound of rain, the comfort of silence. Nothing about the world has changed. But your awareness has changed. And that awareness transforms ordinary life into something meaningful. A simple life also creates a quiet legacy. Not a legacy of possessions. Not a legacy of constant activity. But a legacy of presence. People remember how you made them feel. They remember your calm energy. They remember the time you gave them. Time is the most valuable gift we have. And a simple life allows us to give that gift freely. Because when the mind is not crowded, it becomes generous. It listens carefully. It speaks thoughtfully. It lives intentionally. The philosophy of a simple life is not about removing everything. It is about protecting what truly matters. Peace, attention, connection. And when these things are protected, something beautiful happens. Life becomes quieter, but also deeper, slower, but also richer. And in that quiet space, you discover a powerful truth. A meaningful life was never about having more. It was always about seeing clearly what is already enough.